Hello and welcome to this speed paint where I'll be drawing a vampire girl. I start by using a reference from Aqua's art from TikTok and I trace the hands. Tracing is very controversial in the art community and in most cases it is not cool, it's not alright. Like you can't just go and trace someone else's artwork. But if you take your own art references or you use one from a person that makes art references for people, and you credit them and you don't sell the artwork that you make from them, then it's okay. I just had to put that out there because I've seen a lot of people argue about it and a lot of people say that it's not okay under any circumstances, and that's just not true. So yeah, I traced the shape of the hands because hands are hard to draw, and then I just drew in the face, and then I started shading the sketch. When drawing the sketch, I tried to exaggerate the lines and the bags under the eyes that she's pulling down to make it look a lot more dramatic. And here I'm drawing in the hair, which is where I struggled quite a bit. I didn't know what shape I wanted for it, but in the end I decided on these cute little curls, and then she's wearing like a bandana type of thing. Looking back at it, I think I went a little bit overboard with the sketch. I put a lot of shading in there and made it very detailed. And because of that, I didn't really like the end result as much. And here I am testing out some colors, seeing what I like. I decided on this color palette right here, and then I put that to the side and start coloring it in. I put the face and the hands on two separate layers so it's easier to shade. And then I color that in, and after that I can start on the line art. In the end, I actually ended up not really liking the line art all that much. I think it's because the sketch was just so detailed and so soft and dynamic that it made the line art just look really weird in comparison. Here I start on my favorite part, which is the shading. I love this part, it's so fun, it is so satisfying. When choosing a skin color, I chose this sort of ashy, more lighter brown that looks very unnatural because she's supposed to look a little dead because she's a vampire. And I think I was able to accomplish that through the skin tone. I feel like she looks pretty dead. I decided to give her pink eyes instead of the typical red, just for funsies, and then I gave her this purple cloth thingy on her head and a yellow t-shirt. Here I start shading in her hands. Also, if you're looking for good references, I really recommend checking out Aqua's art. I will put their TikTok in my description. They have really good references that are really dynamic and nice, and also a good facial hand sort of type of thing. Here I'm adding in some blood. You can't have a vampire without some blood. I also decided to give her some nosebleed, just because I think it looks aesthetic. Here I'm drawing in her eyes, or shading them in. I actually didn't end up liking it and I ended up changing them later. And here I'm going a lot back and forth, checking the sketch and the drawing that I had made, because something was missing. It was just not as good as the initial sketch. And I just really don't know how to fix it. It's just not looking good, and here I tried to fix it a little bit by adding some extra curls, but that just didn't really work. There was just something was off, and I couldn't figure out what, and I still don't know what it was. It's just not as good. Here I shade in the nails, and I also shade her t-shirt or her shirt. And I also decided to make like a little pattern on it. I don't know why I decided on that. I just felt like it was a little bit too plain and it needed more purple. So I did that, and I think it looks okay. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And here I reshade the eyes, and I gave her this massive pupils, which I regret, and I don't like it. And here I add some other details, but I also don't like them. They're just clutter. So I took that away. I tried pink blood. Nothing was really working. I couldn't fix it from here. And here's the finished result. But then I decided to make another version, which I actually made very long time afterwards. I made that yesterday because I was just not happy with it. And this is how that drawing looked. I don't know what to think about this one. I think I like it, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Do you like the first one better or this one? Also, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.